right, Shalom. I want to say call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders at GMS to Ruel. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's out there fighting, doing this work with truth and sincerity. Back here again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that's listening and watching these videos. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Abishai, listen to videos and, just thinking of scriptures through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim Abishai. You got Nate, IUIC over in some part of Ghana, some shit, tear gas thrown at him and all that. You know what I'm saying? You coming in another name, not coming in the name of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. These groups, man, it's all a joke. Whether you understand or believe prophecy is passing or not, prophecy is still going to take place. Whether you believe what the men of the Lord are saying, beginning with GMS and the men on down that's laboring with truth and sincerity, even that's not in GMS, but teaching the words of Yahweh Bashim Abushah. Prophecy is still going to pass, and the Lord He's commanded his men to go out on the highways and byways. We read in the book of 2nd Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 15, to speak into the ears of my people the words of prophecy. And that's what's going on. We're speaking to you prophecy, the RFID, right? The breaking down of societies, of this society around here and around the world. Civil unrest. They got the martial law, meaning the time of Jacob's trouble. A man shed desire to go into another city and can't. The money system, the way you do banking is going to be different soon come. The lights going to be out. There's going to be lack of resources. So there's a host of things that's waiting to happen when it's said time from Yahweh. Go tell the son Yahweh Shai and the holy angels. That's when all bets are off, man. You see, the internet is doing the heavy lifting of waking up the Lord's people. Not traveling, god damn, from another country, traveling from this country to go to another one. The internet is going to do the heavy lifting. It's doing the heavy lifting, man. Look at that. I see 6144 call Halal Yahweh Bashem Amshah. All this traffic, man, the earlier lead traffic, damn, man, this shit is retarded, But yeah, I was just thinking about, the Lord's people still out here playing games, still want to be social media, whatever, famous, so-called rappers. Y'all, man, these little artists today ain't no goddamn rappers. These are a bunch of robots, man. I can't even relate to this generation in these times. But whether you want to understand the Bible or not, or believe what the men of the Lord are saying unto you, the Lord is coming back to cause havoc and bring this place down to its knees and to destroy it because of the wickedness and the idolatry and the witchcraft and the sorcery that these head elites of this hegemon, right, that's running the planet. Basically, the Lord's coming back to destroy this crap because there's a kingdom prepared for the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The Lord, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashim Abishai, got the men out there to erect the house of David, man. You see? And these churches and these so-called Christians don't speak about that. So the Lord is here to tell you Israelites to gather yourselves together and shake off the dust. The dust means confusion. Just say you in the desert and you see a big-ass storm approaching you. It's a sandstorm. If you're not somewhere in a pavilion or a place of safety, that sandstorm can take over you. You can't see. If you walking, you might get lost because now you're confused. The same way with this country here. Virgin Babylon the Great, Babal in the Hebrew means confusion. The Lord's people are confused, are in a confused state, not knowing who they are, don't know that they have enemies, don't love themselves. And that goes into the curses. Not knowing that you're in captivity, not knowing who you are as a people, and not knowing your power, your true power lies, which is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, man. Not no so-called God as the world ignorantly calls, not no so-called Jesus Christ as the world so ignorantly calls, man. The Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai. We believe that through faith, man. And things happen in those names. But right here, there's a time limit upon this place. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You don't have time to go to school to get your doctorate, your BA, whatever the shit you're trying to accomplish in this world. You don't have time for that, man. The best thing for you to do is to wake up to who you are and come back to your true nationality and keep your own traditions. Walk ye in the old paths, man, that the Lord was, that gave unto us as his people. You see? Right here in Zephaniah 2:1, it says, gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desired. What only nation on the planet is not desired among the other nations? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. There was a girl on the Delta Airlines. I saw the headline. She was in first class, black chick, so-called black woman, and her child, a daughter, on the Delta Airlines in first class. From what I read in the article, she leaned over to talk to her daughter, and this Edomite, so-called white girl, walked by, and I guess the Jake woman, the so-called black woman, just like was looking at her, and the so-called black lady proceeded to talk to her daughter, and the Edomite woman, so-called white woman, started spazzing out on the plane and put her off the plane. Somehow make the plane turn around and put you off. So these nations, these heathens, these Edomites don't desire you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And what's crazy is the Edomite woman is attached to the so-called black man or any Israelite man, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But as a whole, we are not desired from these nations. I don't give a fuck about them goddamn nations. Fuck them. I don't give a damn about them. I don't like being around them. But you Israelites who don't have that understanding and that covering from the Lord, meaning this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, you will be embarrassed by it, and or you don't have no clue that you have enemies. So he's saying right here in Zephaniah 2:1 to gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Like, look how you act on social media where the world can see it. And when you go visit the other countries, they look at you as disdain, man. You see? Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you. You see? Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai is angry with this place. You see? They have something what you call righteous indignation or righteous anger towards this country that we're living in and rid of the planet, man. Because of the rulers that be are ruling the planet in wickedness, man. So the Lord is angry with this place, and he's going to pass judgment upon this place. And judgment is going out every day. It's going to intensify to the point you're going to know that there's a higher power at play. All bets are off, and now it's the time for you to awake out of sleep and come out of that dust, man. And put on those beautiful garments, meaning not clothes, the spiritual garments. Having this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man. The bitter and the sweet, To turn from selling weed or smoking cigarettes and smoking weed and tattoos, getting edge ups, so on and so forth, man. You see? Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth. The only really meek people, not really, the only meek people on the planet are the Israelites. I say really because only the elect of the nation of Israel, because 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are a bunch of briars and thorns and scorpions, man. There's nothing meek about you. Again, look how you act. Just look at them and just look how they act, man. So seek ye the Lord, all the meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man. By changing your ways, changing your mindset, to be renewed in the spirit of your mind and come out of the ways of this world, to come out of celebrating these so-called holidays here in this country. You see what I'm saying? Come out of that, man. Because when the Lord finally say, you know what? I'm done. This is it. When the time of Jacob's trouble come, you broads out there of the nation of Israel, you motherfucker will be mire in the street. You're going to be mud in the street, man. Because you had a man in the truth. Then somebody the men of the Lord trying to tell you the truth. You don't want to hear the sound doctrine, then guess what? You're going to be stuck out there, man, like a rag doll. You're going to be through. You see? Then I was reading over here real quick. Oh, hold on. In the NLT, which I got this precept out of Baruch chapter 5, Isaiah 52:1. See, he said the Most High will rescue Jerusalem, but only 144,000, 1/3 in a great multitude of some men, women, and children. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true biblical Israelites make up Jerusalem. It's a people first before it's a place. So he's saying, Jerusalem, be strong and great again. Again, if you're not paying attention and or not coming back to your true nationality, you're not strong. You're weak. That means Satan got hold of you, man. And it's a blessing that the Lord has taken me out of the darkness of this world into this marvelous light. Because we didn't have no understanding. I didn't have no understanding. Now, he brought us into this marvelous light, brought me into this light. Now, therefore, I can see their end. The end of the people, the end of the world, man. Meaning this rulership, not the planet, the rulership. You see? It says, Jerusalem, be strong and be great again. Under King Solomon, when King David was ruling, you see? That promise was given to the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And we're going back to get our land at the end of the day. You see? We're going to be, again, strong in a great nation before these heathens, man. With Yahweh Shai at the head, King David, and that government that represent the Israelites, man, on down, man. How Esau got a government body, the Israelites, our kingdom, going to have a government body, man. You see? We will be in rulership. Holy city of the Most High, Yahweh Bahashim Habashai. This in the GNT. Clothe yourself with splendor. You clothe yourself now with splendor of coming back to the true wisdom and knowledge and understanding and having it before on you. You walk in it. You see what I'm saying? When you walk outside and you have this spirit upon you, people look at you different, man. Now we look at like I look at myself as I see myself in the mirror, but I don't know how these people look at me spiritually, man. I don't know what they see, what the Lord like revealed to them, because I'm walking in the presence of the light of the Lord, Lord willing. You know, He keep me on this path, man. So come turn back to the splendor, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You have a dark splendor. You have the wisdom of this world. That's why the Bible says the wisdom of this world is foolishness unto Yahweh Bahashim Habashai. You see? The heathen will never enter your gates again. We will never be thrown out of our land once the Lord return us back to that land, man. We would never, I don't give a damn, you make up a number, it ain't gonna never happen. This time, we gonna know how to rule, meaning in righteousness. We're not gonna mess up again. It's gonna be programmed in us to do right automatically. We gonna automatically know the laws, the statutes, and do the commandments, man. Because now we're going to be in a different body, in a new mindset, in a different rulership. Now Yahweh Shai going to be there as well, man. See, in this place we're in, we can't do that. So we have to sit here and wait until prophecy passes, which is it's not a lot of prophecies left. You see, when they make that CHIP mandatory, all bets are off, man. It's going to be a dog-eat-dog world out here soon come. And if we're not tapped into the spirit, and if we're not strengthening our spirit daily, then, man, it's going to be hard. So we have to strengthen our spirit daily at the end of the day. Because the time will come, man, look, everything going to stop. Everything, no car movement, gas stations shut down, grocery store going to be rummaged through. It's only like a 3-day supply of groceries in these stores. People going to be breaking into other people's homes for want of resources, for the lack thereof when the time comes. And this is going to take place in your lifetime at the end of the day, man. You see? So it says, shake yourselves free, Jerusalem. Rise from the dust and sit on your throne. Meaning rise out of the confused state. Rise out of this so-called religious that you're in, or this religion. Rise out of the philosophies of this world on what they tell you what to do and how to be and how to act and what to think. You need to rise above that. That's that dust that got you in a confused state of mind, not wanting to listen and not knowing who you are, man. Thinking that your way that you so-called established is the right way. But you have to walk according to this rule, like it speaks of in the book of Galatians 6:16. This is where you find peace in the spirit and mentally. You see, you walking around in a dismal state of mind, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So shake yourselves free from it. That's why the Lord sent his men, the apostles and elders, and the men on down, and the great men before the apostles, those men of those men, right? He sent them out for you to see them, so your teachers won't be removed into a corner anymore, that has that breath of life of the Spirit in them to break down the scriptures unto you, to where now you have an understanding, and now you're able to get the understanding. You see? You get to understand now what's in the book, the correct way, and what you need to do to get right, and to get on the good sides of Yahweh Bahasham Abishai, man. You see? Undo the chains that bind you, captive people of Zion. And that means, see, and you saw that means we in captivity still, man. Zion talking about Israelites. So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't even know and or don't want to accept, because you have a great job, great career, making money, like Jake paid. You don't think you in captivity, but let you miss that job or your career or your status for about a month or 6 months for those who got money saved up, and watch what happens when your bank account get depleted, or you don't continue to play the fool for these devils to keep your money of those that's in high status. They'll freeze your account like they did Kanye West. Nigga was a billionaire, they brought his ass down to a millionaire, what, less than 24 hours? You see? They got control over you. You sold your soul for this shit, man. So you still dancing for the devil. He have those things, those so-called needful things. Like that movie we were watching yesterday with Pastor Ron, Needful Things, man. Boy, that's a crazy. That's that movie right on. Man, that's a good one, man. Needful Things. But yeah, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to awake out of the dust and return to your strength. You know, your wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man. Your own laws, your own traditions. You need to walk therein versus walking in the traditions of this wicked world, because this world don't give a damn about you. You living by the status quo of this world, man. Fuck this world. Fuck this goddamn status quo of this country or any other fucking country, man. Don't fucking know me. Like, we'll give you the authority to give a status quo on how to be. Shit, look at the planet. The planet ran by wickedness, but you telling. But anyways, man. You know, I was thinking about that. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to wake me. I need to wake up, man. But again, it's only the elect of the nation of Israel that's going to wake out of sleep. You know, so Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. I'm driving right now. I've been driving, but, you know, I want to keep driving and chancing it. But Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. Until the next time, I shall say, Shalom.